Here I'm going to be showing you how to find evergreen content on YouTube, and in this video specifically, I'm going to be using VidIQ's Trending Videos feature, which is one of my favorite features that they have to offer. They have a plethora of YouTube features, and if you'd like to test them out, you can click the link down below in the description of the pinned comment to do that for free. So, first things first, I'm going to be typing in any specific keyword related to your niche. My channel is Marketing Island, so anything landing pages, email marketing, digital marketing, AI, content creation, courses, webinars, sales funnels, you name it, anything that's going to be related, you want to simply type in. Now, as you can see, we're going to have some of the popular videos up at top here. You can look for channels that have a lot of subscribers. You can look for main channels from actual companies, but ideally what you want to do is click on a channel to check it out. So I'm going to go with Wes McDowell here. I'm going to open this up in a new tab. All right, and once arriving on the page, I just went to videos to see some of his recent ones, and this is all you need to do here. Keep in mind, I'm going to be using a paid version of VidIQ, and this happens to be my favorite feature. And in my opinion, not a lot of people talk about it, but I just want to bring it to your attention because I think this is one of the best ways to collect a good amount of data. Let's click on the three dots here, and what we want to do is view trending videos. Okay, and so why am I showing you this? Well, this is one of the best ways, in my opinion, to find evergreen YouTube topics. So, as you can see here, this one was done a day ago, and it has, on average, about 189 views per hour. So, if you think about that, every hour times 189, you're going to get around this amount. However, keep in mind, you don't always want to look for videos that were done recently, because what happens when someone creates a YouTube video, their audience is going to see it and they're going to get tons of views from their audience. That's what happens when you have a big channel, right? So anything probably less than a month ago, you probably don't need to look at. So this was a day, 8 days ago, but look at this one right here. 4 months ago, and it has 149,000 views. Even after 4 months, it's still getting around 38 views per hour. This is evergreen. This is fantastic. And this is, now you can start to see how this can be very popular. I remember I was always looking for something like this, where it's one thing to see if a video has a lot of views, but the question is, has it gotten a consecutive amount of views over that period of time? This is what the views per hour is going to tell you. So this one, really good right here. How to build the perfect website using AI. Of course, you can do that. I can do that specifically. I know a lot of different ways of doing that. I can create my own thumbnail and move on from there. So this one was a month ago, but kind of soonish. It's on like the verge of like, yeah, you could probably get a good idea that it's getting some views, but I like the ones that have been a little bit longer because you know they've stood the test of time and they are evergreen. Like this one right here, 3 months ago. 5 brand new digital marketing strategies for 2025. The rules just changed again. This was a month ago. This one right here, 5 months ago. 7 proven steps to build $1 million landing page. Okay, this one was 5 months ago. As you can see, this one was a year ago, and it's still averaging 11 views per hour. So if you do 11 times 24, that's how many views it's getting every single day on average. And that's pretty good depending on the niche that you're in. Now, that might not sound like a lot if you're like in the entertainment or like Mr. Beast niche, but when it comes to digital marketing and online business, they pay very high when it comes to the amount of earnings per 1,000 watch. So this is actually really good numbers, okay? So your mileage may vary depending on the niche that you're in, but just to kind of give you a good idea. How to outrank 99% of local businesses. This is 22 days, so that was kind of sooner, a year ago. How to make a WordPress blog for beginners. It's going after a keyword that people are clearly searching for, and still after a year, it's getting on average 6 views per hour. It might be going down overall, but those are still fantastic stats. And as you can see, as we go down, the stats are going to get a little bit lower in terms of the views per hour. The highest ones are going to be at the top, and then as you go down, 6, 6, 5, 5, 5. So this doesn't mean that you can't create videos similar to this. They just might not be doing as well as the ones on top. And sometimes, these might be some of the ones that actually do better. If you're looking for conversions, if you're looking for leads, if you're looking for sales, okay, and so on and so forth. So that's an example of one of them. Let's go back and do maybe 1 or 2 more. All right, and so this time I did digital marketing. Once again, a keyword or just phrase that's going to be related to type of videos that you might be creating. So this one right here, let's go to Tatiana Savage. I am going to click on her channel right here. And once again, I'm just going to go to videos, and you can see some of the ones she's done recently. And I'm going to click right here, and I'm going to do view trending videos. And I don't know about you, but I love the like pixelated Mario/Duck Hunt thing, like old school Nintendo. That's pretty cool. Anyway, I got distracted. View trending videos. So This one right here, her best video was 5 months ago. It's averaging 76 views per hour. How to sell Canva templates in 2025, step-by-step tutorial for beginners. That's probably one I should look into because I do a lot of Canva videos, but nevertheless, and this is one you can skip at the time. See, 12 hours ago, 65 views per hour, 195 views is just not enough time, okay? We're looking for evergreen here. So like I said, around a month and any longer than that is going to be good. Here's a great one, 4 months ago, 64 views per hour, how to start digital marketing for beginners, okay? And the reason I'm looking at the views per hour here and the time is because that means it's going to be evergreen. As we talked about before, when you release a video, your audience is going to see it, so the views per hour is going to be very high, and usually it's going to gradually go down. But after a certain amount of time, if views are still coming in, that's going to notice and it's going to give us the light bulb to say, oh, these are evergreen, they're still getting views. We might want to create content around that because evergreen is so much better than the one-off videos because you create it once and then views constantly trickle in over time and after time. That's how I've created a lot of my YouTube channels, is that I go for the evergreen keywords where once you create a video, people can see it over time, and the information is going to be valuable where it's not going to change around too much, okay? Once again, 7 days ago, 14 days ago, so a lot of these are newer, but these, here you go, a year ago, 125,000. How to get your first 100 sales on Etsy in 30 days, how I make an Etsy listing, photos on Canva. I don't use Etsy, so I wouldn't do something like that, but obviously it looks like she does a wide variety of videos that I could talk about. Digital products online, definitely do something like that. Canva templates again, more Etsy. So a lot of this is digital marketing, Etsy, Canva, YouTube. Let's see, and some like this. So even if something only gets 1 view per hour, you know, like that's what, 24 views a day, not the worst when you consider that sometimes they're very easy to create. And if you're getting 24 views for video and you do a lot of those, like on my channel, I think I have over 1,000 videos, you know, they add up, they snowball. You know, it doesn't look like that, but that's a great way to really help drive more traffic, bring in more people to your YouTube channel, and just keep growing that way. All right, and so just one more example. This is going to be VidIQ. This is the channel of the tool that I am using in this example. Let's go to their channel. They are very good at what they do. Their thumbnails are fantastic. They get a lot of views themselves. Let's do trending videos. So we're looking for ones that were done a little bit longer. Look at this. One of their best videos here. This looks like these are 2 shorts, but their best long form video right here, 2 years ago, 4.1 million views, 228 views per hour. Now there is something I want to bring up. This is a good example here. It might be a little caveat. This doesn't take into account that they could be getting traffic from other spots too. Okay, so that is something to keep in mind. Like maybe they're showing this to some of their customers or someone on their list and so on and so forth. But nevertheless, that's not always going to be the case, especially if they just keep getting that many views in. There's a good chance it might be coming in organically through YouTube. And there is the chance that they could be getting views, say, from external sources like Reddit or maybe Facebook or Google, but that's not always going to be the case, okay? This was 2 days ago, so we can kind of just, you know, move on to a different one. 9 months ago, how to start a gaming channel in 2025. Quite the popular, trending, and overall evergreen video. 762,000 views, 51 views per hour. This one, 46 views per hour 3 months ago. I think you get the idea here. I've given you plenty of examples here. But the big thing is just simply typing in a keyword in YouTube that's related to anything that your channel could talk about. Find the channel, look for their trending videos as we've done here, and then of course look through and say, which ones could I create something similar to? For me personally, it was like digital marketing, it was Canva, it's landing pages, it's courses. And by doing this, you're getting a great idea of videos that are already getting a lot of traffic. You're not guessing and saying, will this one do well? The chances are going to be much higher because you know traffic's already going to that and there's a need for it, people are searching for. And that overall is really going to help you when it comes to building and growing your channel, something that I have done specifically myself. And just to show you here, I don't remember if I said I had like 1,000. I have over 2,000 videos. So those evergreen ones are so helpful because they sit there and they constantly get traffic. And depending on what your main goal is, that can help you drive leads, that can help you drive sales, conversions, whatever it is you're looking to do on YouTube, or maybe just increase your subscribers and your views overall. But that's going to be this tutorial about how you can find evergreen content on YouTube. This is something I do all the time, and I really hope that it helps you out as well. And of course, if you do want to test out VidIQ, you can click the link down below in the description of the pinned comment to try them today. My name is James. Thank you so much for watching, and enjoy.